News 1110 and 99.3 WBT, the Income Strategy Show with Dolph Janis of Clear Income for Life. Leave It to Beaver. Big hit back in the late 50s, early 60s as a sitcom on TV. Were you a fan of the show, Dolph?
Love the show. Love it. Beav, Ward wants you to go clean the dishes.
Golly gee, Wally. A great show. And what was the mom's name? I cannot remember her name. June Cleaver, that's right. June Cleaver, like the perfect mom on television, too. Jerry Mathers was only 9 when he became Beaver Cleaver, and now he's celebrating his 71st birthday. And not too long ago, the folks at CNN asked him if he still watches a lot of TV since he was a child star.
For the most part, I watch the financial networks, and my wife will tell you, I'm a news junkie. I like to know what's going on in the world, and I manage my own finances, so I do watch a lot of the financial networks.
Now, one of Jerry's post-acting jobs was in a bank where he obviously learned a lot about finance. That makes some sense. But for the most part, the rest of us didn't have a career like that, where we fell into finance. Is it a good idea to try and manage our own money without professional guidance when it comes to retirement, Dolph? Can people pull it off successfully?
Well, anything can be pulled off successfully. I was talking to this guy the other day. He's like, this new bank that's just opened up in Ballantyne, I decided to give it a try, and their service is a little interesting. I said, well, how's that? He goes, well, I walked up to the teller, and I said, hey, ma'am, excuse me, can you check my balance? She leaned over the counter and pushed him on the ground.
Oh.
It was a joke. Check my balance.
It took me a second there. Got it.
But it was just a customer service. It's like, boom, because every time you're going to the bank, I just love that joke.
Took me a second. Sorry.
But it's a reality thing of like, okay, are these the people that you want to work with? Anything in this world, you got to feel who you work with, you feel comfortable with. Are they offering you the services that you need? Are they showing you the fee structure they're charging? Are they showing you income that's going to be coming? Are they doing guessing? I mean, all this work is so important when it comes to this. Are they talking about that? And if you want to do it on your own, you have options you have to work about. Are you going to get the support when you do it on your own? Can you realize what your tax clarity is going to be on your Social Security, where your income is going to come in? I was working with a client, Greg and Leslie. They were about 4 years ago, became a client of mine. They were on their own for the whole time. They've done a really good job to that point, but they were like, they didn't have all the answers, long story short, and they were missing out on so many different things. And some of their friends were clients of mine, suggested they come and saw me. And they said 4 years ago, Dolph, our goal is to retire in 8 years.
Okay.
We're 57 years old. We want to retire when we're 65. Well, happy to say, June 30th of this year, they're both retiring 4 years ahead of schedule because the plans that we created for them created the income that they're going to need for retirement. So now they've just gained an extra 4 years in retirement because they were doing it on themselves, but they didn't know if they were going to have enough money to live on. But when we did a breakdown saying, what's your guaranteed income going to come from versus withdrawal rates and stuff like that, they didn't know. Now they know, and we're looking forward to having a party for them beginning of July.
I love that. Connect as well at clearincomeforlife.com anytime you want to find out more.